Aviator 26, from left heading 100, vector for the localizer 19306. Aviator 26, from left heading 100, vector for the localizer 19306.
Set takeoff thrust 94.3. You want to rotate. There's a lot of rudder. And gear up. Gear up. Go into the brakes. And we will turbate that might be our last ever landing in 2020. I don't know of any airplanes that have a 2020 than the 700.
Southwest 1252, take parking.
We're entering the ramp up beam Bravo 4. Fox up.
Realize I never turned on any of my audio. I have quite the tendency to do that. So we're going to try that again. Hey, everybody. We're here. We're in Denver. We're going over to Chicago. Really looking forward to that. We're going to be here in the United 777. And, yeah, looking forward to head on over to Chicago here. One of the things we didn't do, we went ahead and programmed everything. And, yeah, I did this. I did all this with my mic muted. So we're going to go through it again. We're Denver O'Hare. Cole Carey 749, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Hope you're having a nice evening. We're here in Denver. We're heading over to Chicago, United 2430 off of 3-4 left. And it's going to be the Emmys 8 to Zirkle, Papa Whiskey Echo to Kirksville, and the Benke 6 arrival. Should be pretty fun. The big thing that we're testing tonight is the update with BeyondATC. So last night, pretty much right as I ended my stream, BeyondATC released a major update to their experimental branch, which I'm a part of. It's version 1.80. One of the great things, it's a complete rewrite of the arrival sequencer, so it is going to not only it does a pretty good job with sequencing arrivals. It's going to do an even better job now because it's going to start to sequence arrivals further out instead of waiting until we got closer to the approach and start trying to sequence from there. It's going to actually try to sequence this much further out. And thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate it. We're going to be here quite often, so hopefully I'll provide you with quite a bit of entertainment throughout the coming weeks, months, and years. So, and then the biggest thing that I think is really exciting is the complete rebuild of the vectoring system. So it's going to be their V3 of the vectoring system. This is it's taking wind, terrain, drift, reaction time into consideration. So we're trying to produce a much better vector towards the runway and vectoring us into the airport. It did a decent job already. Again, a lot of it required you to help it a little bit to get it to do what you wanted. And I could kind of see what it was trying to do, and I would have to kind of help it. Hopefully, we won't have to do that anymore. So, again, it's going to be trying to fix the sequencing of arrivals, definitely by using speed as well. We never really got speed restrictions or given a speed restriction or a speed to fly. Apparently, that's a thing now. So it's going to be trying to do this, again, from like over 100 miles out to sequence and time arrivals the right way. So really excited to check this out. So that's why we're going to Chicago O'Hare. I want to go somewhere with just a bunch of traffic, just to see how this feature does. I know we were talking about it last night, possibly maybe doing WestJet. I think that's probably going to be tomorrow. But Orlando Nassau on the 738, very nice. Not tonight. I'm going to be in the 737, but that is definitely something I will be keeping in mind as we go further on. So, yeah, tonight we're flying into Chicago O'Hare to check out this new sequencing, this new vectoring system, and the new arrival sequencer. That's really the big thing that I want to check out here. So, we've started to kind of set our airplane up here. Let's go ahead and see. We can throw that into RTO. We got most other stuff set up. Let's go ahead and set the parking brake, which I guess is set. That's cool. So we are good there. Let's go over to the checklist function. And let's go to checklist reset. And we're going to reset all. All right, so the checklists have been reset. A couple of things we can do. Let's go ahead and test the oxygen test while we're here. And can't get the lights. We got our nav light on. So we're in good shape there. And we've been fueled, so that's good. Let's hop outside really quick. Let's check out our 777 here. This is our bird today. We're in November 210 Uniform Alpha. The rear world did 213 Uniform Alpha. So we're in 210. This evening we're taking this this birdie over to Chicago O'Hare. Let's go ahead and set up a couple of things here. So let's check out the weather for Denver. I think I set the altimeter before. It was 3003. I'm expecting to launch off of a 35 left, which is going to be a 353 heading. And let's go ahead and grab clearance while we have a second as well. Status information Bravo in Denver. They're arriving 34 left, 34 right, 35 left, 35 right, departing 34 left, 0825. So I would expect we're probably going to get runway 34 left on the departure here. So let's go ahead and call for clearance. I'm going to have my FO do this.
Request IFR clearance to Chicago O'Hare.
United 2430 heavy Denver clearance, cleared to Chicago O'Hare Airport. ME's 8 departure with the Zirkle transition, then as filed, climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05, squawk 50 for 1.
All right, so we're clear to Chicago. The ME's 8 Zirkle as filed. We're going to climb via the SID, top altitude on the SID. It's going to be 230.
Climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05, squawk 50 for 1.
So we got 230 is set, and then 2705 and 5041 on the squawk.
Contact ground 121.35 when ready for push or start.
All right, so we're squawking 5041. Let's go ahead and throw this on TARA while we can. That is perfect. Let's go ahead and start the APO.
United 2430 heavy, read back correct. Contact ground 121.35 when ready for push or start.
Contact ground 121.35 for pushback and engine start. United 2430 heavy. It's about that time. We're going to have to start looking forward to what Southwest flights we're doing pretty soon here. It's almost weekend time for me, and we'll have to start planning those out. So the APU is coming up. Let's go get TER. Let's get traffic, and let's do the airports. There you go. Same on their side, TER, traffic, and airport. Perfect. The APU is coming up here. Check our electrical synoptic page. We'll see when the APU generator comes on. Then we'll go ahead and there it is, and we'll go ahead and disconnect the ground power. All right, ground power is disconnected. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. The packs are on auto, so we'll get bleed air here in just a moment. And we'll pretty much be ready to go here. Let's go ahead and brief the departure real quick, and then we'll get ready to head on out here. So, all right, let's grab the iPad here and let's check it out. All right, we're here in Denver. I'm expecting 34 left on the departure runway, so it's probably going to be out via Bravo Sierra. We'll end up taking Golf over to Whiskey Alpha. Over to 34 left, we're going to launch off the ME's 8 departure. So looking at the FMS here, we can see it's the ME's 8 to Zirkle, PWE, Kirksville, and Benke 6. The ME's 8 off of 34 left will climb on heading of 353 to intercept the 059 to Nugs, and then high def at or below 10,000, bistros at or below 12,000. What do we got here? We got gas at or above 14,000, sniper, Emmys, and Zirkle. That all checks. Looking good for our departure. APU is up on the buses. Let's go ahead and call GSX. Get them ready over here to push us. All right, auto throttle is armed. Everything is looking good there. Let's go ahead and look at our checklist here. So we got pre-flight checklist, oxygen tested, 100%, flight instruments heading 353. The altimeter is 3003, indicating 5420. That's checked. The pre-flight checks are complete. Tucker, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see ya. All right, we got the APU up.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Pretty much everything is good to go. 777's pretty... You don't do very much. Let's go ahead and shut the door. Let's come down here. Let's make sure... doors. Let's go ahead and close all the doors. Let's go ahead and arm all the doors.
Locking gear.
At this point, we'd ask to start our hydraulic pumps. We'll push on the map here, and we'll end up pushing... That looks good there. Let's go ahead and get the fuel pumps on. That's good. Beacon is on. And fueling is complete, so the passenger signs are on. So we got the before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP. Give me 1 second here. I also actually have to... we have to actually do our performance here real quick. So for the 777, I use the virtual performance tool. I prefer that over there's a 200. What the hell? Where's our what the hell, the Pratt & Whitney engines? Am I looking at the... Does he not have the Pratt & Whitney engines? What the hell? Because there's a Trent 892, the G90. That's... Huh. Never mind, I guess we're not using this, because it doesn't look like he's got the... Pratt & Whitney engines in here. I only see the Rolls-Royce Trent and the G90. So unless I'm just an idiot, which is very, very possible. Yeah, he doesn't have it. All right, never mind. Guess we'll have to do it in here. Just gonna grab the performance. We're gonna be off of 3-4 left. Let's import from the aircraft. Import the weather there.
Denver clearance cleared to Milwaukee Mitchell Airport. Eon's 8 departure with the Wyndham transition. Then is filed.
Let's plug that in. Let's see, thrust limit. It's gonna be takeoff 2 at 36.
Cleared to Milwaukee Mitchell Airport. Eon's 8 departure with the
Takeoff to be flap 5.
Maintain 9,000.
36. Plug in the CG in, that gives me 625. It gives me 36, 36, 38.
United for 21. Read back correct. Contact ground 121.35 when ready for push or start.
All right, very good.
Ground 121.35 when ready. United 421.
So we got the MCP V2 heading. V2 is going to be 138 heading 353. Altitude is going to be flight level 230 is set. Takeoff speeds V1 136, VR 136, V2 138. Set. City or pre-flight is completed. Trim is going to be 6.25 units. Hey, Captain Quality, good to see you. Trim 6.25 units, 0-0 taxi takeoff brief is complete. The checklist is complete. Let's throw that back on engine, and let me get my seat in position, and we'll push back and get out of here.
Speedbird 21M Lima Heavy, ready to pick up IFR clearance to Heathrow Airport. Speedbird 21M Lima Heavy, Denver clearance, cleared to Heathrow Airport. Yellowstone 5 departure.
I've also just realized that this has got the weather all wrong. We are supposed to be... Where the hell is this? Yeah, it's supposed to be... I set this to like 6 a.m. Yeah, no. Should be... What time are we at? Like 14 something.
Speedbird 21M Lima Heavy, read back correct. Contact ground 121.
There we go. It had me at the whole ass wrong time. Okay, that's better. I thought something was wrong. I heard Speedbird departing, and that doesn't make any sense for a 7 a.m. morning, for a 7 a.m. flight.
United 517 request IFR clearance to Harry Reid Airport.
United 517 Denver clearance, cleared to Harry Reid. Connor 7 departure with the Werner transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05.
All right, and there's
Cleared to Harry Reid. Connor
there's
7
the
departure
push.
with the Werner transition.
Let's go ahead and start the right engine.
Frequency 127.05. Squawk 2503, United 517.
United 517, read back correct. Contact ground 121.35 when ready for...
I would have been confused as all hell when the sun
Ground 121.35
was setting on
when ready
departure.
for Pushback or engine start, United 517.
SkyWest 5589, request IFR clearance to Hector Airport.
SkyWest 5589, Denver clearance, cleared to Hector. Hoth 2 departure with the Java transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk 2062.
Cleared to Hector. Hoth 2 departure.
All right, number 2's coming up.
Then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk 2062. SkyWest 5589.
SkyWest 5589, read back correct. Contact ground 121.35 when ready for push or start.
We'll contact ground 121.35 when ready for pushback or engine start. SkyWest 5589. See you. Thanks. United 440 ready for
All right, let's go and start the left engine.
United 440 Denver clearance, cleared to Los Angeles Airport. Connor 7 departure with the Werner transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk 2305.
Cleared to Los Angeles Airport. Connor
All right, left engine's coming up.
Werner transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk 2305.
Brakes are set. You're clear to disconnect. Thanks for the push. Have a nice day.
United 440, read back correct. Contact ground 121.35 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 121.35 when ready for pushback or engine start. United 440.
SkyWest 58.
All right, there goes the left engine.
IFR clearance to Birmingham.
What's up, Harris? Good to see you, buddy. How are you?
SkyWest 5815, Denver clearance.
Good to see you, buddy.
Shuttlesworth Airport. FT7.
Been a long time.
Transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk 242
Oh man, how's the airline life treating you, Harris?
FT7 departure with the Gator transition, then as filed.
Left is clear.
All right, we got a good start on the left engine.
Frequency 127.05.
Let's go ahead and kill the APU.
SkyWest 5815. SkyWest 5815.
That's good. All that's good. And let's go ahead and select flaps 5. And we'll do a flight control check.
1.35 when ready for pushback or engine start. SkyWest 5815.
United 1211 on our way to Pittsburgh.
Ooh, some 727 stuff.
1211, Denver clearance, cleared to Pittsburgh.
Where are you guys taking it?
ME's 8 departure, Zirkle transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk for 706.
All right, we got to go check on the flight controls. She's gone. Let's go ahead and
Circle transition.
did the before taxi checklist. So we got anti-ice is auto.
Departure frequency
Recall.
127.05.
Checked.
Squawk for
Flight controls checked. Ground equipment is clear. Taxi before taxi checklist complete.
United 1211, read back correct. Contact ground 2135 when ready for push or start. Ground 2135.
Oh, there it goes. Now we're backwards.
United 1211.
There we go.
Have a good one.
All right, let's head out.
Frontier Flight 2348, IFR to Indianapolis Airport.
Frontier Flight 2348, Denver clearance cleared to Indianapolis Airport. Planes
Lovely little view there.
transition then as filed. Maintain 9000. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk 2026.
3 real-world flying legs, and then the 727 in the sim. That's a long day there.
As filed. Maintain 9000. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk 2026. Frontier Flight 2348.
Frontier Flight 2348.
We're getting ready to head over to Chicago to check out some new BeyondATC features today, so I'm very, very excited for that.
121.35 when ready for pushback or engine start. Frontier Flight 2348. Thanks.
United 2378, IFR to Wichita Dwight D. Eisenhower National.
United
Oh shit,
2378, Denver clearance cleared to
that's a
Wichita
day.
Dwight D. Eisenhower National FT7 departure.
Did you change planes in LaGuardia?
As filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk 52 for 2.
Cleared to Wichita Dwight D. Eisenhower National FT7 departure with the Gator transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk 52 for 2.
Ricky should be here soon, Harris. Ricky, one of my friends, he's also a flies for Endeavor. I think he's a captain. I'm fairly positive he's a captain.
We'll contact ground 1.
I don't know where he's based out of, though. I'll have to ask him. I'm sure he'll be in the chat at some point.
2378. Have a good morning. Thanks.
United 1762 ready to pick up IFR clearance to San Antonio Airport.
United 17.
Oh yeah, that's
Denver clearance.
keeping the same plane.
San
That's
Antonio Airport. Pike Street
that's
departure.
got to be where it's at.
Transition, then as filed. Maintain
All right, so there's Bravo Sierra. We'll contact ground outside once we get to the end of the ramp here. So there's the cabin ready notification. So before takeoff checklist, complete. All right, so we're gonna call ground here. This will be spot 4 west. We'll call for taxi.
United 1762, read back correct. Contact ground 2135 when ready for pushback or engine start.
We'll contact ground 2135 when ready for pushback or engine start.
United 2430 Heavy, pushback not cleared. Immediately stop your pushback. Possible pilot deviation, United 2430 Heavy. I have a number for you to call. Advise ready to copy.
All right. We'll hold here and call for taxi.
Hold position. United 2430 Heavy.
United 2430 Heavy, Denver ground, pushback approved. Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south. United 2430 Heavy.
Denver ground, good day. United 2430 Heavy, request taxi.
Frontier Flight 2348, ready to taxi to the active.
Frontier Flight 2348, runway 25 taxi.
I'm expecting them to give us just a left here in Golf and then a right on Whiskey Alpha all the way down to
All right, we'll taxi to runway 25.
all the way down. Should be a fairly simple taxi for departure here.
Denver ground United 2430 Heavy.
Oh my God.
You need to make a taxi request and check the frequency for instructions.
Denver ground, United 2430 Heavy, request taxi.
United 2378.
Oh,
Ready to
fuck
taxi
off.
to the active.
United 2378. Runway 25 taxi via Bravo Sierra, Hotel, Alpha Alpha, Golf.
Runway 25 via Bravo Sierra, Hotel, Alpha Alpha, Golf, United 2378.
United 2430 heavy runway, tree 4 left taxi via Hotel, Alpha Alpha, Whiskey Alpha.
Well, that's going to be a problem. All right. Runway 34 left taxi via Hotel Alpha Alpha Whiskey Alpha United 2430 heavy. Okay, well, we already called it spot 4 west like you're supposed to, so we'll just make the left here in Golf. We'll take off all the way down to Whiskey Alpha. It's a lovely morning in Denver to fly. Looks like we got Frontier and then United here, but I think they're going down to 2-5, so I don't think we're gonna end up following them. I'm really, really excited to see the new sequencing into Chicago. If they do it right, man, this will be such a game changer. So there's United 319 there. It's going to be right at Whiskey Alpha. So there's Alpha Sierra. It's going to be the next right. So I used to fly in the 737. This 777 sounds like nothing's going on. It's so quiet. Before takeoff checklist was completed back over there when we got the call from the attendants that the cabin was ready, so we are good there. We can just taxi to the runway and call for departure. The frequency for 34 left is going to be 35.3. All right, got that tuned in. All right, we're straight ahead. The 737, the 600's fun, man. I flew it last night. It was just more of a screw around stream. I flew up to, I did the Janet stuff, so I flew up to Homey and back to Vegas and then over to Tonopah and back. It was pretty fun. I just wanted to mess around with it and see how different it was from the 800. For $14.
United 2378, contact Tower 2.
I think it was worth it.
Over to Tower 2875, United 2378.
All right, Towers 35.3 and the departure frequency. Let's see, it was 2705.
Foxtrot 9er, Southwest 1509.
So we got that set. Nobody on the final. Oh, that's awesome. Congrats, man. When are you headed off to that? I know the LTN-11's somewhat kind of close, so it's got to be pretty soon, right? Denver Tower, good day. United 2430 heavy, ready to go. Runway 34.
Southwest 1509, monitor ground 2135.
Ground 2135, Southwest 1509.
United 2430 Heavy, Denver Tower, wind 290 at 8, RNAV to Nugs. Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV to Nugs, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff, United 2430 Heavy. All right, runway 34 left is verified. The final's clear. March 23rd, nice. It's coming up, man. Be here before you know it. How many trips you have left as FO? All right, let's go fly him. Doesn't look like that works. There we go. All right, thrust ref. $80 knots.
V1.
Or tape. Gear up. Alright, there's thrust ref LNAV, VNAV speed. Alright, we're gonna accelerate to 230 knots.
United 2430 Heavy, contact Denver departure.
Flaps 1. Over to departure, United 2430 Heavy, good day. Denver departure, good day. United 2430 Heavy at 7,500. Coming via the Emmys 8 departure.
United 2430 Heavy, Denver departure, radar contact.
Flaps up.
Denver departure.
Oh, so that's it, man.
1510. Heavy climbing.
That's
via
pretty cool.
Eons 8, 5,900 feet.
United 1510 Heavy, Denver departure. Good morning, radar.
Alright, there's the autopilot. Accelerating now to 250 knots. Going to be leveling off here at high def. Is at or below 10,000, so that's going to be kind of an early level off.
SkyWest 5815, contact Denver Center 133.905.
Alright, we're coming up now. We're going to level off here at or below 10,000 at high def. Yeah, I'm sure, man. Especially being LaGuardia based. Holy shit, man. It's been a tough few months for you. Alright, there's 10,000.
Denver departure, United 1762, 5,900.
Then as soon as we hit high def, we'll climb up to 12000. It's going to be bistro at or below 12000. And then we'll be able to climb all the way up to 390 is what we have set for our cruise. Flying right into the sun this morning. All right, there's thrust ref and VNAV speed. We're going to accelerate to 275 and up to 12000. Traffic's a little close there, I would say. Through 10,000, we go ahead and turn all the goodies off. Perfect. Good. I'll wait to notify the cabin until we're through about 5,000. That'll be 10,000 AFE. There's 11 for 12. There's speed and VNAV path. As soon as we get bistro here, we'll be able to get all the way up to 390. All right, there's 12000. We're leveling off.
United 2378, contact Denver Center 259er5. Center on 259er5, United 2378. United 1211, contact Denver Center 133.9er5.
Center on 133.9er5, United 1211.
Perfect. There's thrust ref and VNAV speed. On our way up to 230 for now, and then later 390. I think tomorrow evening, I should be back. Should be back a little bit earlier for tomorrow evening. And tomorrow evening, I am planning on doing between the CRJ or actually flying that WestJet 737 route that I was kind of looking at yesterday. I know we had talked about it yesterday, maybe doing WestJet today, but I didn't want to have another day of flying the 737. You guys are gonna get bored of that real quick, so. Decided to switch it up here and fly the 777. And like I said, I want to test out the new sequencing and vector system here. And if I fly into St. Martin, sure, they'll probably give me some vectors, but there's probably not a lot of sequencing going on there. So really wanted to check this out and see how the sequencing goes. So I figured I'll just throw it. We'll throw it right into O'Hare at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And see what it can do.
Denver departure, United 1333. Good morning, 5,900.
All right, is 18,000 feet. Standard is set.
United 1333, Denver departure, radar contact, cleared direct wind M, resume the Eons 8. Climb, maintain 17,000.
Cleared direct Wyndham. Resume the Eons 8. Climb, maintain 17,000. United 1333.
SkyWest 5589. Contact Denver Center 125.9er5.
Center on 125.9er5. SkyWest 5589. Have a good one.
Denver departure, commute air 268, climbing via FT7 7700.
Commute Air 268, Denver departure, radar contact.
Where are you at these days, Harris? Do you live in base? Or do you commute? Over to 3395 United 2430. Have a good day. Denver Center, good day. United 2430 Heavy, flight level 208, climbing up flight level 230.
United 2430 Heavy, Denver Center, climb maintain flight level 390.
I maintain flight level 390, United 2430 Heavy. Alright, run away up to 390.
Denver Center, United 1510 Heavy, climbing via Eons 8, flight level 208.
United 1510, Heavy Denver Center, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, United 1510 Heavy.
Nice, that can't be a bad commute. Imagine there's probably enough flights between where you are and New York that it's not a big deal. God, it's so weird being in this airplane. It's so quiet. I keep looking at my volumes to think I have something screwed up with the volume, but no, it's just this airplane. Well, now it's how Southwest is treating B&A. A lot of options there. I mean, I guess it's only LaGuardia is really the option, but still. All right, we're settling in here for our flight over to Chicago. Once we're up to 390, see, it's looking like it's planning us in at 16:35, so about an hour and 40 minutes out. If you guys don't follow me on Volanta already, you'll find me flying on Volanta. If you use Volanta, shoot me a friend request. You'll see me on there climbing out of Denver.
United 1211, contact Denver Center 132.7.
And hopefully we're not far away from BeyondATC having compatibility in with the Pmdg airplane, so I can actually get a clearance and log in to get CPDLC coverage for my flight. Why Pmdg decided they were going to be difficult with BeyondATC and whatnot with getting that in their airplanes, I'll never understand, but apparently that's something that we can see soon. I think right now that is the biggest flaw in their system is not having a connection to Pmdg. I know Pmdg was very, very, very adamant on devs moving over to the gold standard, which is the standard for CPDLC. But as of right now, they're the only ones that are requesting that of people, and no developer has done that. And for some reason, they decided that BeyondATC would be the one where they go, no, you're not doing you're not writing it the way we want it. We won't let you in. When they let Say Intentions use Hoppy as their whatever Hoppy's code is that's what BeyondATC uses. And for some reason, Pmdg wanted to make it difficult for them. And then you had, for some reason, they decided they were going to be hard asses with them, and finally got that sorted out. So hopefully that'll be coming sooner rather than later.
Commute Air 268, Denver Center. Good morning. Climb and maintain flight level 250.
Just got 2 friend requests I see on Volanta. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for sending them over. Anybody else, just find me. I'm flying all the time. You'll find me on there. I always like one of my pastimes when I'm not streaming and I'm just hanging out is going on Volanta and looking at all the green airplanes and figuring out where all my friends are going.
United 1333, Denver Center. United 1510 Heavy, contact Denver Center 259er25. Have a good morning.
Contact Denver Center 259er25. United 1510 Heavy.
Yep, I got you, Harris. I got you accepted.
United 20 for 30 Heavy, contact Denver Center 132.7.
That was for me, wasn't it? Over to center on 132.7, United 2430 Heavy. Good day. Denver Center, good day. United 2430 Heavy, flight level 342, climbing up flight level 390. Well, I will say, after finally about a month of straight using 2024, man, can I say I like it. Hey Nathan, what's going on? Good to see you. It's going pretty well. We're trying out some new BeyondATC features for our flight. They just released 1.8.0 in the experimental build last night. So I decided we need to check it out. So looking forward to checking it out. Apparently there's better sequencing, and apparently there's better vectoring. I can read out. I can read out the changelog here. Let's see, where's Discord? So for what it's worth, the changelog in 180 is all that. So I'm really excited to see it here. So again, the biggest things that are on here, of course, is a rewrite of the arrival sequencer. That'll give us basically, in the way they described it in simple terms, this will sequence aircraft from over 100 plus miles out to ensure they arrive nicely spaced out. The player in traffic will now receive speed instructions if the system detects a collision based on airframe I think characteristics is what they were trying to spell. And stage of flight, it's still a work in progress, but it's a massive step off. A rebuild of the vectoring system V3. Apparently, it's the most advanced and complex vector system yet. Takes into account wind, terrain, drift, reaction time into consideration to produce. So it will produce. So it'll produce better vectors. What else do they have here? Better rework for runway queue handling, which is cool. Better taxi path phrasing. They'll actually give you like a runway if that runway basically what they'll do is they'll give you in the taxi instructions, if nothing's going on in the runway, they'll give you a taxi instruction that includes crossing a runway. Before, it was always holding short of every runway. You were just always told to hold short. Now you won't do that. There are some runways that'll actually clear you across in your taxi instructions, which is pretty cool. There's 390. We can turn off the seatbelts. Local voice accents, if you use a local voice model. So just a couple. Yeah. So when crossing a completely inactive runway, so no departures or arrivals on either end, the hold short instructions are removed, and the crossing is included in the taxi instruction, which is pretty cool.
United 20 for 30 heavy. Contact Denver Center 132.5.
Over to 132.5, United 24, 30 heavy. Denver Center, good morning, United 24, 30 heavy, flight level 390.
2430 heavy, Denver Center. Good morning.
There's some CPDLC stuff, but of course PMDG stuff we won't see that until they decide to empty that to actually enter that in. Reworked ground speed of traffic, how it's calculated. And yeah, just a bunch of other just bug fixes and stuff like that, and some airport ops improvements. So if you want to see the whole thing, head to their Discord. If you're in the you have to, I think, have that supporter pack, because this is in the patch notes experimental area. But yeah, it should be really cool. I'm really looking forward to checking it out. So really, I think the biggest thing is going to be arrival sequencing and whatnot. So I think that's really the big thing that I'm excited to check out going into Chicago O'Hare. Hopefully that'll keep it. No, I don't want to step climb to 4-1. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I was really excited. As soon as I got off stream last night, that was one of the very first things I noticed. I looked at my Discord and saw that. So that's super exciting. And we're getting closer. There are some there's improvements coming to the channel. We are getting closer to seeing those come to fruition, and getting a Discord server for me set up as well. So that is all in the works, and that is coming down the road. It won't be long now. But yeah, oh my. Friday night ops are in full swing. Holy crap. San Juan is wild right now. Any of you guys flying in the Friday night ops? Oh, I know. Oh, I know. That's for all that. But yeah, it's all in that. It's all in that experimental channel. Check it out. It looks really, really cool. I'm excited. Man, I really hope, man, if they sequence me the right way into O'Hare, oh boy, look out. I'm going to be so excited. Yeah, check it out. Let me know how your experience is as well getting into San Diego. That should be interesting too, with it being a single runway airport. I'd actually be very interested to see how it handles sequencing to that. So that's exciting.
Denver Center, United 745, out of flight level tree 1, 4 for flight level tree 70, direct good land.
United 745, Denver Center.
Should really be taking bets on over/under when this 700 is going to release. Cloudberry create. Oh, that was Cloudberry Simulations, I think, made. Apparently, there's some Cloudberry Creations. I wonder if they're at all. Related to Cloudberry. They made like Oakland scenery for P3D back in the day. It's something I want to get into. I really want to get Tower Sim 3. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think I'd be curious to see how I am as an air traffic controller doing ground. I'd love that so much. So that might be something we might look at doing on the channel. I feel like I want to. I feel like I would like to learn the MD-11, but I have a feeling. I don't know if that's the airplane for me. Yep, be about 2 hours. I'll be hanging out here with you. Hey Ricky, what's going on, man? Good to see ya. Yeah, it looks like the wind will be taken into account, which is exciting. And man, all I'm gonna say, man, if they vector me in, slowing me down, to sequence me with other traffic, that's something I've been like doing myself for so many years. And if I could get AI to actually do it for me. Look out. The smile on my face will be immense. Nothing gets me more giddy than just really good traffic sequencing. Like, I get excited when I do it myself, having no formal training with it. So, man, if they can do it pretty consistently, ooh.
Denver Center, United 1815, out of flight level 312 for flight level 370, direct Goodland.
United 1815, Denver Center.
Hey, Windy Aviation, what's going on, man? Nice to see ya. Oh yeah, it's just speed instructions and sequencing. Ah. Ah. So excited. Oh man, well, we have some time thinking here.
Denver Center, United 1784.
Grab.
FT7, flight level 29er7.
United 1784, Denver Center, Roger.
All right, I think we're gonna spend some time here. Let's go ahead and Skystream, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. I think we're gonna get on here, and I think we're gonna start to look at maybe some trips here. So, don't know if we're flying tomorrow night with Southwest because it'll probably be late. So I'll probably tomorrow do, like I said, either maybe WestJet, depending on what time I get back home tomorrow evening. Maybe the CRJ. Maybe, I'm not sure. Sunday. Probably do something later.
United 472, contact Kansas City Center 125.2.
Center on 125.2, United for 72. Have a good one.
Oh boy, what happened? Let's see. So let's go maybe Sunday evening. Maybe we'll do like a one and done later on Sunday evening. Oh, let's see what they got later on in the evening for me here. We could do maybe a one and done to San Francisco. Once again, though, we have to try and assume, is the 700 going to be out? Who the hell knows? I mean, what did they say? What did they say this was going to be?
Denver Center, Frontier Flight 3882, climbing via FT7, flight level 321.
'Cause they put it on there at some point where they were talking about what to expect, and
Commute Air 268, contact Kansas City Center 125.2.
Contact Kansas City Center 125.2, commute Air 268.
yeah, they released. God, it's insane. They released the 900 the 5th of February. It is the 27th. Fuck. Pain. And they released this on the 12th. It was literally, I thought for sure middle of the month, baby. It was going to be in good shape. Anybody here? Do we have any idea? Well, I guess we'll just plan on 800s. 'Cause who the hell knows what we're gonna get? So I guess we'll go to San Francisco, and then on Monday. So if we land in San Francisco at 9, if we call it maybe a 14.5-hour layover, that's going to put us we're about 12:30-ish. So they have a 12:55 to Austin. Let's see, what does 34.96 do? It's either that or there's a San Diego at 8:72. Over to 119.4, United 24-30 heavy. Good night. Minneapolis Center, good day. United 24-30 heavy, flight level 390. All right, so let's see. That leaves. So San Francisco, San Diego. That's at 12:30, and it's a max, which means it's probably going to be similar to what this guy did on the 22nd. Or the 23rd, rather. San Francisco, San Diego, Baltimore. Well, that's out. 44.99. So that's out at 12:30, is it? Denver 12:10. So on the 23rd, what did this plane do on the 23rd? San Francisco, Denver, Denver, Vegas, Vegas, Austin. It's not bad. San Francisco, Austin just seems like such a long flight to stream because you're just stuck with me. 34.96. Let's see what it does. 23rd, it's at 12:55. That sounds correct. On the 23rd, San Francisco, Austin, Austin, Dallas, Dallas, San Antonio. That's solid, but it ends at like 11 o'clock. Well, I mean, I guess it's not bad, 11 o'clock. If I start streaming at 3 to 11, that's an 8-hour stream. That's not bad. I would love to do either San Diego or Phoenix, but we all know how who knows what's going to happen with the 700. St. Louis, 570. This is how we create trips, at least for myself. So this is San Francisco, St. Louis. The 23rd. So let's go St. Louis, Phoenix. Oh, it's done in St. Louis. That's fucked. Ugh, San Francisco kind of blows for trips. I guess we'll kind of do this. What is that? 44.99. So what did it do? San Francisco. Is this the Denver, Vegas? So San Francisco, Denver, Vegas, Austin. There was something else. What did that other one do? Oh, it was at Austin. Then it was. So that's what we'll do. So we'll do this Denver, 44.99. Then after that, it turns to 14.85 and 12.41. So 14.85 and then 12.41 to Austin. We're going to overnight in Austin. So on Tuesday, we're going to Austin at 10. So we could do Once again, kind of like a maybe a 1 o'clock-ish departure. Let's check out 2844. It's 110. Austin, Dallas, Dallas, Indy. Austin, Dallas, Dallas, Indy. Indy, Den. Den, San Diego. That sounds like a good day. Gotta get yourself some coffee, man. That's what I got going on here. Yeah, man. Get yourself some coffee and strap in for your flight to Houston, man. All right, so that's what we'll do. We'll do this 2844. Yeah, we'll do this Austin, Dallas, Dallas, Indy, Indy, Denver, Denver, San Diego. That sounds like a good day to me. So let's do Austin, Dallas, Dallas, Indy, Indy, Denver, and then what time did that leave? Denver, San Diego, 8:20. And then on the 4th, now granted this is all subject to change. Exactly. Hey, you gotta get them in there. I mean, I had them install one right here. It was best thing I've ever done. This is phenomenal right there.
United 2430 Heavy. Contact Minneapolis Center 126.4.
Over to 126.4 United 2430 Heavy. Minneapolis Center, good day. United 2430 Heavy, flight level 390.
United 2430 Heavy, Minneapolis Center.
And then the 4th out of San Diego, so I'll probably make this a little bit of a... probably make this an up and down. We'll probably stay in pilot edge coverage area that day. We land San Diego at 9. So that would be, again, we'll probably end up doing... So that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so Wednesday. So we could do... Probably do a little bit later on Wednesday. Let's see what this 237 does. That leaves San Diego for Phoenix at 2:05. Yes, this is BeyondATC. Oh, of course. This is somehow a brand new flight. No, you have to pay for Pilot Edge. Pilot Edge is... Could tell you. Pilot Edge is... Pricing and plans. So you could either do... See, there's a 5-hour free trial that you can get. You could do ZLA only, so Los Angeles Center only. Or you could do the Western Expansion only, or you can do combined. No, this is... if you want to do the Western Expansion... so if you want to do everything combined, it's either $34.90 a month, or I pay $329 every year. So every year it's $330. Best $330 I spend every year. or $34.90 a month. But you're way better off doing the $329 a year. Okay, so of course this flight on the 4th from San Diego to Phoenix is a one-off that leaves at 2:05, which I don't actually have a schedule for. So that's irritating, because if we do it, let's say we just do it. Yeah, I mean, the controllers are paid, so pretty much all your money goes to paying the controllers to be there 363 days a year. So, but yeah, it's so worth the money. It's such an awesome system, and well worth the money. So I would assume it's then going to 2428, because that's 40 minutes after. Let's see what this 2428 does. So this goes to San Francisco. If this goes to Vegas after San Francisco, that would be just pure just wonderful. And of course, this is a one-off schedule, so I can't see what this plane actually does. So 6:15, so it would be like a 7 o'clock. So it'd be like a 7 o'clock. There's a 7 o'clock departure. I would assume that's what it is, and there's not. So that airplane does not continue to Las Vegas, which is a pain in the ass. So we're in Phoenix. 237. Is there another 237? There's not. So if we land in Phoenix at 4:30, there'd be a 5:30 departure we could do. I doubt they have a one-stop, no plane change at 5:30, but it's always worth a look, because that might make our lives a lot easier. It's all one-stop change planes, so it's changing flight numbers, so we don't even know if it could be the same airplane. So, do 17:30, there's a Salt Lake City. So it does 32:25, Phoenix to Salt Lake City, so it's in at 7:05, so if there's like a 7:45, 7:50 out of Salt Lake City, I know that's the airplane.
Contact Minneapolis Center 119.6.
Contact Minneapolis Center.
And there's not. That's a fucking shame. Of course, this is a whacked out one-day schedule on the 4th. Okay, so we can't do that. John Wayne, there's a San Diego 1627. Gets in at 6:05. Are all the flight numbers that day just whacked out? Yeah, look at this. 5:50. Although this one's not. This one's legit. It flew on the 25th. It's at 5:50. Phoenix, San Diego, Denver. Son of a bitch. 17. I'm stuck. I'm probably gonna be stuck on a 700 here, and there's probably nothing I can do about it. Well, that's a good start. I'm liking where that's going. Just can't figure out what I'm gonna do. Can't figure out what I'm gonna do, because you land at Phoenix at 4, so it's gonna have to be a 5:30 departure. But of course, I don't know if the 700 is going to be released, and I'm not flying on 2020 because it runs like shit on my stream. So I'm stuck to either flying a Max or an 800. And that's not going to work. Of course, this is a one-off. I don't know where this airplane goes. I mean, I can kind of guess. It's probably this 1710. I'm almost positive that this is this 2428 to San Francisco. I'm almost positive it is because it's an 800 that lands at 4:30, 45 minutes. That puts you right in this, or 35 minutes even. That puts you right in that 1710. So it's probably 2428 is that airplane. But unfortunately, too, the way they set up these trip itineraries, you can't delete, which I think is the worst thing. You can't, like, delete one of these legs. Once you put it into this, it's in there. So I don't want to put in San Francisco, and now there's nothing else out of San Francisco on the 4th. So that's fucked. So, alright, well, that's how we make schedules. That's how I do my schedules for Southwest. I guess it's a good thing that I can't do it right now, but I have an idea of what we're going to do next week. Purely because I don't know when the fuck the 700... If the 700 comes out, we're flying the 700 basically the entire trip. I want nothing to do with the 800 once the 700 comes out for at least a week. But of course, there's no idea of what's going on here. So, oh well. Never know when that airplane's gonna come out. Alright, well, we're getting pretty close to Kirksville, and that's gonna be where we're gonna begin our initial descent into Chicago. Or not our initial descent, but get our star into Chicago.
2430 Heavy, contact Minneapolis Center 119.6.
Over to center on 119.6, United 2430 Heavy. Minneapolis Center, good day, United 2430 Heavy, flight level 390.
United 2430 Heavy, Minneapolis Center, roger.
Let's get a nice get a nice little wing view going here. Do love me the 777-200Er wing. That's just where it's at. That's high key where it's at. All right, leveling in at 390. Once we get to Kirksville, let's go and check out the weather for Chicago. Let's see, we got winds at 300 at 9. There's peak wind 300 at 27 at 0212. So that was about an hour and a half ago. We'll expect vectors ILS 28 center approach. Plan to hold short of taxiway Zulu, 9,600 feet available. Departure expect 22 left, 27 left from Tango Tango. 4 left, 2 right's closed. 9 left, 7 right's closed. 10 right, 8 left is closed. Bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. So, okay. And then let's see what gate we're going to here. 127.9er United 2430 Heavy, good day. Kansas City Center, good day, United 2430 Heavy, flight level 390.
United 2430 Heavy, Kansas City Center.
Let's go ahead and see here. First of all, what is BeyondATC doing in Chicago? So they've got arrival 28 center, 27 center, 28 right, departing 22 left and 28 center, 28 right, 27 left. Information Tango is over there. So that will be good. The arrival is pretty simple. It's a Benki 6 arrival. It's also a really good arrival to check out what their new vectoring is like and you know how they handle descents. We pretty much are going to level at Benki at 12,000, and then that's it. So I am kind of curious to see how they do with descending us and vectoring us from there, because nothing on this arrival kind of sets BeyondATC up. It's all forcing it to not only give me altitudes, but it's going to force me. It's going to force. It's going to be forced to give me headings. So I think this is going to be a great test. A great test for the program to see how it can do. So what I was surprised by, I was looking not that long ago. I don't know if any of you guys do any of you guys use do any of you guys use X-Plane 12? The reason I ask, and just because I'm curious if it's true or not. So I was looking at BNA. Dominic Design team does BNA for Flightsim 2020 and 2024. And, you know, I was just looking at this. The scenery, it doesn't look good. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but, and I'm not actually getting at Dominic Design team either. What I'm more or less getting at is, like, is that really what X-Plane 12 looks like, or is that just what it looks like when there's 0 mods and they're not trying to make it look good? Because I was kind of shocked by the way this looks. This just looking at this sim doesn't look great. That's just my opinion. I almost think you could pass this for P3D like V6. And P3D is kind of like not it. So if any of you use X-Plane 12, I am curious. Is this just what happens when you don't use any mods or anything? Or, I mean, the trees kind of look like shit. I would assume this is like grass. That looks like shit. It looks like tiny trees. Just the way all this looks, and the anti-aliasing looks kind of crummy. I'm just curious if that's actually what X-Plane 12 looks like, because I was debating getting it to mess around with the ERJ, but if X-Plane 12 looks like this, I'm not touching it. United 1390, contact Kansas City Center. And then I don't know if this is just them as a scenery designer, but like, what do we have going on here? I mean, these are pretty low res. Again, this is for P3D. I would be impressed or happy with it, but for a modern sim like X-Plane 12, that seems a little. This seems kind of. So I don't know. Does X-Plane 12 actually look like that? Because even this, I can't place it. Yeah, I can't place exactly what it is. This doesn't look bad. But there's just like these cars. I don't know. This doesn't. I just don't think it looks good. I don't think X-Plane 12 looks good. I mean, if that's it. Do they just not have anti-aliasing, or what's the deal with that? Nah, I'm talking about the way, just like the scenery, the trees. I don't know. This just, to me, this looks like P3D days, and I just can't. I don't know. I mean, to me, there's that, and then there's. I just think this is just visually.
United 2430 Heavy, Kansas City Center.
Yeah, I mean, even this. I mean, I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's the anti-aliasing or what, but yeah, I don't know. When I was looking at it, I just noticed it. Like I said, I'm not trying to bash X-Plane 12 whatsoever, but I was kind of shocked. I didn't think it looked all that great. Over to 125.25, United 2430 Heavy. 25.
Kansas City Center, United 2430 Heavy, frequency 1.
And I guess now that I think about it, I can't use it because BeyondATC doesn't work for it, so that's definitely out. Kansas City Center, good day, United 2430 Heavy, flight level 390.
United 2430 Heavy, Kansas City Center.
All right, we're going to get ready for the arrival into Chicago here. So we're coming off of Kirksville. Looking at the Benke 6 arrival. Yeah, I was more or less just looking because I haven't really kept up on anything other than Flight Sim like 2024 scenery and 2020 scenery. And the other day I noticed there's a Dominic Design team, which I have their BNA scenery. I've had it for 2020 and I have it for 2024. Released BNA for X-Plane 12, and I was just looking through the photos for it, and I was just curious if that's actually what X-Plane 12 looks like. Personally, I thought it looked like shit. Maybe that was just the pictures they took. I don't know. But when I compared it to like 2024, I was kind of surprised. I don't know. It just seemed like it looked. I thought X-Plane 12 looked better than that, but like I said, I haven't really paid attention to it, nor do I own it. So I was just kind of curious. I was asking people if that's really what X-Plane 12 looks like. Because I was thinking about getting the ERJ for it and buying X-Plane 12 and flying the ERJ, but if it looks like those pictures, I'm all set. All right, it's going to be the Benke 6 arrival from Kirksville. From Kirksville, we're going to go to Lomi, and then to Keokuk, Drams, Riley's at or above flight level 240. Before it's at or above flight level 220. Bylaw between 23 and 20. Benke's at and maintain 12000, and then we're to Newark Ashton, Peta, Giorgio, Monks, Tony, and then it's going to be a 093 heading with radar vectors to the approach. Transition level is going to be 18,000 feet. There's really no adverse weather for Chicago O'Hare in the area. We're expecting the ILS to a runway 28 center. Cat 1 mins are going to be 851, so we'll go ahead and set that here in the Barrow altimeter here. What the hell? What is this? What the fuck? What are these? What are these Barrow switches? Try using my display. These things move at 1. Come on. Is there an option in here that's set up that's not making them like be the way they're supposed to be? Oh, that's going to take forever. But anyways, we're going to 851 on the Barrow for the ILS to 28 center. Look like it's going to be 108.95. Final approach course will be 273. Landing runway 28 center. We're expecting to land and hold short of Zulu. 9,600 feet available. We'll touch on 28 center. We're pretty light, so I'm expecting to vacate off. Probably Papa 1 or Papa 2. We'll expect the Benki 6 arrival, runway 28 center, United 2430 Heavy. And what is it again? It's going to be 851. So landing runway 28 center, we'll plan to vacate Papa 1 or Papa 2. We'll probably go down to... I would assume they're going to give us probably like Delta Delta to cross. 28 right. Or they'll send us all the way down to Papa to Zulu. But I would expect them Papa Delta Delta. And then let's see, what gate are we going to? We're going to... Charlie 10, so we got to find out where Charlie 10 is.
United 2430 Heavy, contact Kansas City Center 132.6.
Over to 132.6, United 2430 Heavy. We're talking to Kansas City Center still. Yeah. Kansas City Center, good day, United 2430 Heavy, flight level 390. So we're going to Charlie 10, which is
Heavy, Kansas City Center, copy.
over here on the west side of the Charlie concourse. So I would expect probably, yeah, Delta Delta to either Alpha Bravo or November. And then, I mean, maybe uniform, but I highly doubt that that's in the scenery. I'm sure the scenery is fucked up because it's FS Stream Team. So once we get across, I'm sure we'll get a taxi clearance and we'll just see what the hell they give us. Yeah, I highly doubt the scenery is accurate. The only good thing now is Southwest has moved back to parking at like Mic 2, Mic 4, Mic 5, so I can actually go there now. Of course, we used to park at like Mic 33, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40. And of course, FS Stream Team hasn't bothered to model that extension Terminal 5, so it was always a pain in the ass flying Southwest into O'Hare, so I stopped. But now we're back to the good gates, and we actually can park at the proper gates. So. All right, top of descent's in about 70 miles. We should be getting a descent here relatively soon. I know we're going to be flying the 777 again at some point, so especially for United, so I had to get some pictures out there so we can use those for thumbnails as we go. All right. I am so excited for this ascent and arrival into Chicago. God, I really hope they do a good job vectoring me. If they don't, I'm going to be so sad. So one of the things we'll look at, and we'll kind of go over to kind of see how they do, is we're gonna pull up the airport map for BeyondATC. Hey, Captain Quality, good to see you. Welcome back. Like I was telling others, sorry we're not flying WestJet today. Just wanted to take a break from the 737, so I'm not flying the 737 again. So I plan on doing some WestJet pretty soon in the 737. I love their livery, and I think they'd be fun to do some Canadian flights. So I know we had talked about it yesterday, but yeah, I wanted to try out this new version of BeyondATC, taking it into a very busy airport and trying out the sequencing. All right, over to 135.525 United 2430. Have a good day. Kansas City Center, good day. United 2430 Heavy, flight level 390. So what we'll be looking at as we get a little bit closer is the traffic here on the traffic display, so we can kind of see where the other traffic is, and kind of check out and see how it's doing vectoring us, and if they give us speed restrictions or whatnot, or headings for sequencing, to try and see what they're doing to see how well it's sequencing us with other traffic. So. Excited. We're gonna keep that view. We'll check back on that view when we get a little bit closer. But yeah, just wanted to change something up a little bit so it wasn't another stream of the same thing, and everybody would be like, "Oh, so he only flies 737s? Great." So just trying to change it up, and especially with the coming days here, we'll probably get some Southwest, flying some Southwest again. So want to make sure we're just doing something a little bit different. Might fly the CRJ tomorrow night, though. I think we might do a little PSA hop tomorrow night. Maybe fly to DFW. Check out, they did update the airport ops profile for DFW, so hopefully that airport will be getting a nice traffic flow update. We'll check that out and see what sequencing is like for that as well. Actually, we can kind of check that out now.
Kansas City Center, United 1390. Good morning. Flight level 350.
Let's see. We'll fly the CRJ tomorrow night. I've made a decision. That's what we're doing.
Center, good morning.
Let's see what we're gonna fly tomorrow night.
United 1211.
DFW,
Kansas City Center 127.275.
JIA. Oh, tomorrow.
7.275. United 1211. Have a good morning.
Probably do something a little bit earlier in the day. We'll try to find a cool little turn here. What were you thinking about flying tonight for the long haul? Do you have anything in mind? Service tab, for some reason the passenger thing doesn't work when I use the jet bridge. So, what doesn't work, Pencil God? In the services tab. I don't use the services tab because you know, I guess GSX is I guess easier, but curious to see what's not working with it. Dallas to Memphis. That's a solid little flight. Although we do have Little Rock scenery now. Maybe we'll fly Blue Streak 5169 up to Little Rock. That would be fun tomorrow night. Do a little CRJ7, fly Dallas to Little Rock back to Dallas. That'd be fun. Both good options there. I want to fly the I really want to fly the 350, but like I said, it's kind of a pain. I can't stream on my Airbus computer because this setup doesn't work for an Airbus. So I have a whole other computer for Airbus, but I'm not able to stream on that computer. So hopefully I'll figure something out with that. But it'd be fun to fly the 350 or even the 380. I'd love to do some Emirates A380 stuff out of Dubai. That'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, we'll probably do Dallas, Little Rock, Dallas tomorrow. That sounds like a fun. That sounds like a fun day. Yeah, Dallas, Little Rock, Dallas.
United 20 for 30 heavy, contact Chicago Center 135.6. Take care.
135.6. Good day, United 2430 heavy. Chicago Center, good day, United 2430 heavy, flight level 390. All right, so we got an FMC message. It's ready for a descent here. So
United 20 for 30 heavy, Chicago Center.
United 2430 heavy, ready for descent.
United 2430 heavy, descend via Benki 6 arrival, Chicago O'Hare landing runway, 28 center.
There's idle VNAV path.
79er.
Descend via the Benki 6 arrival, landing runway 28 center, United 2430 heavy. All right, the Benki 6 lowest is Benki at 12,000.
Negative, descend via Benki 6 arrival.
Descend via the Benki 6 arrival, landing runway 28 center, United 2430 heavy.
Chicago Center, United 1333, flight level 350.
But maybe if I'm not flying the, if I don't fly the A380 on some of those flights, there's a lot of really fun Emirates 777 flights that we can do. I know the one I really enjoyed doing. I did Dubai to Bahrain and back to Dubai. That was a lot of fun. The 300ER. So a lot of flights that we could do over there too. I'm thinking maybe we'll do some Emirates stuff here pretty soon. Was it really busy, Nathan? Did you get it all queued for departure? So apparently they like hand you off the tower now, like when you get in the queue, and it won't tell you to like hold position for other traffic all the time. Apparently it's supposed to be a pretty seamless, like you get in the queue and you just go.
Chicago Center, SkyWest 4653, flight level 350.
SkyWest 4653, Chicago Center, good day.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, there's something about being in line for takeoff with other traffic, and they're flying the SID, and you're flying out on the SID, and it's such a cool feeling. Something I feel like has been missing for such a long time in flight sim. Or at least, you know, AI traffic's been around for a while, but like properly sequenced, properly managed AI traffic is cool. We'd love to see that, man. It is really nice, I will say. Ever since I started using it, you know, back when it came out. It's really fun to fly now, and like, it's been a very, very, very long time since I've flown somewhere where I'm like not ever talking to ATC ever. I love that I can just fly now and just have ATC and traffic, and you know, I can sit here and listen to other traffic, and it's nice. I'll probably never ever fly alone again with no other traffic in the sky. That's such a cool feeling. Let's see here. So we're landing with 21.7. We have 25.2, so that would be 4.5 is what we're going to end up using. So that'd be 388.1. We'll do a flap. I'll do a flap 30 landing. I guess that's what they use. I don't know if they use 25 or 30 all that. Although, you know what? We'll do 25. I would assume they'd probably do 25 here, considering it's only 4 knots. And 30 probably burns so much more fuel. So we'll do a flap 25 landing. 133, the VAP will be 138. Let's see if, is there any weather update for Chicago? 28010, altimeter 2979. So let's go ahead and plug in the altimeter. We'll do auto brake. Probably 2. Let's go ahead and do the landing en route. Pull from the OFP. It's going to be runway 28 center. Flaps 25. Yep, VRF 138. That looks pretty good. Yeah, Pencil got it. It's really, really solid. It's the one program that I don't think a lot of people and streamers definitely don't talk about, because BeyondATC is not interested in paying people to say good things about their program. I think they just let the program speak for itself, as opposed to, you know, say intentions, just spewing money out to all these streamers and just having them use their program. BeyondATC is a little different. Over to 124.55 United 2430 Heavy. as someone that's used both programs, I can very confidently say I prefer BeyondATC. Chicago Center, good day, United 2430 Heavies, flight level 286, descending via the Benki 6, runway 28 center.
United 2430 Heavy, Chicago Center, good day.
And the nice thing with BeyondATC as well is, you know, you buy it if I'm using the premium voices. Oh, that's cool. Following the same aircraft on the SID. Is the like separation okay? You're not gaining or anything on those airplanes, or they're not pulling way ahead from you. The other good thing, Pencil, about BeyondATC that I really like, is of course that I use the premium voices, so I have to top off my character count every now and then, which is not bad. I think it's like $30, and I probably do it every other month. So it's like $15 a month for it if you fly as much as I do and use the voices as much as you do, the premium voices. But there's basic voices and even local based voices that use your computer's hardware to make the voice, and those are free. So that's good to know, Nathan. I'm so excited now. And if you were to do that, you'll never have to pay for it again. You buy it once and that's it, as opposed to having to pay monthly for another program. So just things to think about. And then once PMDG, implements their data link into the airplanes, to me they'll be completely indistinguishable, and between what program you're using. Other than, I think BeyondATC is going to have really good separation of really good vectors. Hopefully, that was the one thing with Say Intentions. Separation was not good. Occasionally I get a radio call that doesn't make any sense. I know people say BeyondATC is far more on rails, and they're not wrong. But I think for your standard A to B flight, where you're not going to be throwing curveballs at it, sure, you can't divert, but I've diverted once in a year. I think it's enough on rails that it makes things very predictable, and you're going to be getting solid ATC service. But there's enough variables in there that make it feel real. So it's not like it's the exact same experience every time. But you can very reliably know, hey, I'm going to, like this, I know I'm going to hop in this 777. I'm going to fly from A to B. I'm not going to get it. It's just, I know it's going to work. And if the arrival is handled really well, then I know I can hop in flights A to B. It's going to provide me good ATC. It's going to provide separation services. It's going to provide sequencing to runways. It's going to provide me with good vectors. And at the end of the day, that's what I want. I don't need fancy stuff. I don't need it to occasionally randomly hold me somewhere. I know I can fly from A to B on here. I know it's going to work, and that's what I care about. All right, so descent checklist, recall is checked. Notes checked, auto brakes are 2. Landing data VREF 133, minimums are 851. That's set, and the approach briefing is complete. Descent check's complete. Yeah, it's funny, all these ATC add-on programs, man, this is what I dreamt about back in my FSX days. So back in the FSX days, I used to try to use the default ATC in FSX. I don't think I ever did in P3D. I'm fairly positive this was like FSX days. I did my very best to try to realistically utilize the ATC services in FSX, and there were some things they did really well. I still think for the time, the voices that they had, the cadences and everything in those voices, I thought were actually really well done. I was kind of impressed with it, and I still think they kind of sound decent. You can tell they're old, but for 2012, they were pretty dang good. Back when I was 2012, I was definitely using FSX. Over to center on 123.75 United 2430 heavy. Chicago Center, good day. United 2430 heavy is out of flight level 197 to send via the Benki 6 arrival, landing runway 28 center. And I used to always set it up so when they would call you, usually the number 1 key would like acknowledge whatever transmission they would give you, and I always set it up so when I would hit number 1, my pilot, they wouldn't have a voice, so then I could then read it back. Man, those were the days. Flying FSX, trying to get default ATC to not kill itself. Enjoy the arrival into arrival into Orlando. Well, yeah, no, I'm talking about MSFS. I can't even imagine, but like default FSX ATC. So, you know, we're talking like 2014. Back in the days. All right, there's 2979 to set. We're through flight level 180. Don't really care about speed. There's no speed restrictions on this arrival, so I'm just gonna let this pick up as much speed as it wants.
United 2430 heavy, reduce speed 270 knots.
Oh. Reduce speed to 270 knots, United 2430 heavy. I got a speed reduction. That's neat.
United 2430 heavy, resume normal speed.
Normal speed, United 2430 heavy. So he's obviously looking ahead. There's obviously traffic. There must be traffic ahead. So I want to make sure we're keeping the spacing, which is very neat. Those of you just joining us, we're on our way into Chicago. If you are flying, let me know where you're flying, what plane you're flying. I always like to see what everybody's doing. And then also find me, if you can find me on Volanta, send me a friend request. I'd like to see all those green airplanes flying around and where everybody's going.
United 2430 heavy, maintain 270 knots.
Have fun with that, man. I'm glad I'm not down there. Maintain 270 knots, United 2430 heavy. All right, 270 knots it is. We're going to maintain that. We're going to be slightly high over Benki, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. Not too worried about it.
2430 heavy, contact Chicago Center 127.075.
Over to 127.075, United 2430 heavy. No, I'm not flying down to Orlando tonight, but if you can find me, send me a friend request. Chicago Center, good day, United 2430 Heavy. Is out of 12400, descending via the Benke 6, runway 28 center. Transition, maintaining 270 knots. Speed VNAV alt.
Chicago Center, United 1333, flight level 349er.
United 1333, Chicago Center, roger. United 2430 Heavy, Chicago Center, roger.
Oh, I know. Nathan, if this thing could do the, if this thing could do like the way it is out of Chicago, where you maintain 250 knots until 2000, then resume normal speed, I will. I think I may never stop smiling.
98 Heavy, flight level tree 12.
United 1898 Heavy, Chicago Center.
I'll take a peek for you, man. Pencil God, I got yours. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. All right, we're at 12000, maintaining 270 knots. Yeah, I've been flying for a long time. Doing Flightsim a very, very, very long time. How many do I even have? I don't even know. Just a few. It's funny though, that doesn't even really though accurately represent the sheer amount of flights. I think for Southwest Virtual I have like 8,500 hours. I think it's 3,000 some flights with just Southwest Virtual themselves. I gotta go look at that, but yeah, and that's from 2013, so I mean that's over 13 years. Which is pretty crazy. May this year, that's gonna be 13 years I've been a member of Southwest Virtual. That's wild. Where has the time gone?
1898 Heavy, contact Chicago Center 133.35, see you.
Contact Chicago Center 133.35, United 1898 Heavy, see you.
There's a turn here. I am really curious to see when they're going to descend me and how they're going to handle this. But if they do it right, oh man.
United 2430 Heavy, contact Chicago
That's
Center 127.6.
I can't beat that. There's nothing I can do. I lose. Over to 127.6, United 2430. Have a good day. The only thing I can do to even like try to make it like even remotely close to that is just talking about how old it is. I'm fairly positive most of those flights at the beginning of the Volanta time that you're looking at is from Project Fly back when that was a thing. Owls, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Chicago Perch, good day. United 2430 Heavy, 12,270 knots.
United United 2430 Heavy, Chicago Center.
Hope you're having a good night. If you're flying, let me know what you're flying, man. If you're not flying, that's okay, and you're here to hang out, man. We are here for good vibes. We're going to have some good vibes. Getting ready to fly into Chicago O'Hare here, trying out the new BeyondATC version.
United 1333, contact Chicago Center 132.5.
Center on 132.5, United 1333. Take care.
Let's see, you're looking. I did not find you. I don't know where you are, bud. It's going great, man.
2430 Heavy, contact Chicago approach 119.0.
Just talking to some robots. It's great. Over to approach on 119.0, United 2430 Heavy. Have a good night. Chicago approach good after, well, it's actually good morning. United 2430 Heavy, 12,270 knots with the numbers. Yeah, we're trying out BeyondATC here. They updated, they're doing a better job with...
Altimeter 29er, expect the visual approach, runway 28 center.
We'll expect the visual approach, runway 28 center, United 2430 Heavy. I know that's your call sign. I can't find you. I don't know where geographically, where are you? Yeah, we're trying out the new BeyondATC features. Version 1.8.0 came out in the experimental channel last night, and it features speed restrictions and better sequencing. They were already kind of decent with sequencing, but better sequencing and better vectors. So we're excited to try it out here. We're now in the downwind. There's throttle and flight level change speed. Descend and maintain 11,000, United 2430 Heavy. So now we're on our way down to 11,000. Let's take a look here at the map here. I'm actually kind of surprised I'm not seeing... I would assume there's quite a bit of traffic on the ground here. It doesn't look like I'm following much of anybody, which I'm kind of surprised by. The whole point of flying into O'Hare was to get all sorts of traffic.
Altimeter 29er, expect the visual approach runway 28 center, United 1898 Heavy.
That's 1898. That's they're on the north side there, so they'll probably get vectored in behind us, but yeah, it's funny. It's not looking like it's incredibly busy, but I am interested at least to see the vectors and see how they do with with kind of get me to the runway here. We're gonna maintain 270 knots because that's what they asked me to maintain. Descend and maintain 7,000 feet, United 2430 Heavy. So I'm kind of curious now. They gave me a 270 speed restriction. Do they want me to maintain? I'll ask. United 2430 Heavy, do you still want us to maintain 270 knots? Curious to see how they handle this.
Chicago approach United 2430 Heavy. Your current airspeed is 270.
No, they don't know how to handle that. Well, coming up to 10, well, you know what? I'm not flying for... I don't know what I want to do here. Coming up through 10, I'll go back to 240. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt this time. So we're getting close enough here. Let's go back to 240. Let's get a little bit of speed brakes working here, and let's work on getting down just a wee little bit here. Alright, so we're coming back. Welcome back, Captain Quality. Good to see you. We're about to slam this baby down into Chicago. Let's check the, there has been a weather update. 28010, that's what it's been. Leave Tony heading 310, United 2430 heavy. Alright, so there's 240. I'm going to maintain. Alright, left turn heading 020, just to maintain 6,000, United 2430 heavy. Alright, there's heading cell. We're going to 240, and we're down to 6,000. Left turn to 300, increase speed to 250 knots, United 2430 heavy. Alright, they want 250 and 300 on the heading. This is pretty interesting here. Alright, left turn to 270, descend to maintain 6,600 feet, United 2430 heavy.
United 2430 heavy, turn left, heading 250, descend, maintain 6,000 feet.
So it's doing a good job here. It looks like it's going to bring me, because it's probably going to vector me pretty close through the localizer. Left turn to 250, descend to maintain 6,000, United 2430 heavy. This is giving me a lot of instructions. Oh my.
Heading 280, intercept the 28 center localizer, descend and maintain 4,100 feet.
We're just going to set 4,000. That's close enough. All right, left turn to 280, join the runway 28 center localizer. Maintain 4,100, United 2430 heavy. All right. Okay, y'all got me high as shit. Jeez Louise, you got me high.
1898 heavy.
United 1898 heavy, resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed, United 1898 heavy.
So I got the speed brakes fully out. This is going to be interesting. I don't think this is going to work. I have a sneaky suspicion that this is not going to work. This should have flown me way further out, or descended me way earlier, because we're 15 miles out. I'm at 7,000 feet. This is not going to work. This is not going to work at all. We're going to try, but I do not foresee this working. I'm going to do everything in my power to get this airplane slowed down.
United 2430 heavy, airport is at your 12 o'clock 12 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, United 2430 heavy.
United 2430 heavy, cleared visual approach runway 28 center.
Cleared visual approach runway 28 center, United 2430 heavy. I don't know what this thinks I am, if I'm the space shuttle or something, but this is not. Alright, over to tower 120.75, United 2430 heavy. Nope, keep going down. Keep going down. Level change, keep going down. You need to capture this localizer. Or, you need to capture this glide slope. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, there's the glide slope. Start bringing this all the way back. We need flaps 5. If I make this work, that's I will be incredibly impressed because this left me
2,500.
This left me pretty damn high. Nothing the speed brakes and the gear couldn't fix though. All right, I guess we're gonna be okay. O'Hare Tower, United 2430 Heavy, IL correction, visual approach, runway 28 center.
United 2430
Let's go flaps 15.
O'Hare Tower, wind 280 at 10, runway 28 center, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 28 center, United 2430 Heavy. All right, flap 20.
O'Hare Tower, United 1898 Heavy, visual.
All right, flap 25.
United 1898 Heavy, O'Hare Tower, wind 280 at 10, runway 28 center, cleared to land.
Well, that was interesting.
Cleared to land, United 1898
Not exactly how we draw up vectors for the approach. Frontline checklist. Frontline checklist complete. Well, at least I know with this airplane, man. Just rip the speed brakes out, drop the gear. That baby'll get you right down. All right, autopilot's out and auto throttles are out. All right, let's slam this down in Chicago.
United 2430 Heavy, resume normal speed.
Normal speed, United 2430 Heavy.
1,000.
It's an interesting call there. So it certainly needs some work. What I will say is it did do a better job with the vectors there. It just did not do a good job with the altitude it was giving me. Again, to be fair, this was kind of a challenging start because it leaves you at 12,000 feet. That's it. It probably would have done better had the star brought you down lower, but we'll have to test it out some more. We'll be testing it. We'll test it out tomorrow, and see how it does. And
500.
Just be a running test. We'll see how it does. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more updates as well.
$400.
It's quite a bit of wind there. That just got pushed right onto us. I've just got this fucker pushed hard down.
Approaching minimums.
We're going outside.
200. Minimums.
We're landing.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
All right, welcome to Chicago. Got auto brakes 2 in. We're just rolling. We don't have traffic that close behind us, so. There you go. Auto brakes disarm.
Next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, United 2430 Heavy. All right, welcome to Chicago. Flaps up.
United 2430 Heavy, contact ground 121.75.
Contact ground 121.75, United 2430 Heavy. not bad. Gets us through. Like I always tell people, airplane's flyable again, so we did good. O'Hare ground, United 2430 heavy, request taxi to gate Charlie 10.
United 2430 heavy, welcome to Chicago, O'Hare Airport. Gate Charlie 10 taxi via Papa 1, Delta Delta. Hold short runway 28 right.
Charlie 10 taxi via taxi via Papa 1 Delta Delta, hold short 28 right, United 2430 heavy. Yeah, that was fun. It's been a while since I've flown it, but that was nice. I always like taking the auto throttles out and the autopilot out and just doing it myself. United 2430 heavy, holding short of runway 28 right.
United 2430 heavy, cross runway 28 right at Delta Delta. Continue taxi via Delta Delta, Kilo, Sierra Sierra, Kilo, Alpha Niner, Alpha.
Okay, well, we're going to try to figure out where that is, because, of course, thank you, FS Dream Team. That does not match up to any chart that we have currently. Cross runway 28 right at Delta Delta. Continue taxi via Delta Delta, Kilo, Sierra Sierra, Kilo, Alpha 9, Alpha, United 2430 heavy. You know, Nathan, now that you say that, I do think you're right, because I did notice, like, for O'Hare, this really is running quite good with 10s on all my traffic sliders, and a 6 for... Everything is 10 for en route arrivals and departures. Parked density is 6. I found that works best. And yeah, this is running very well for those settings. So yeah, they must have done something.
Heavy. Gate Charlie 21 taxi via Charlie Charlie Papa, Delta Delta. Hold short runway 28 right.
Gate Charlie 21 via Charlie.
All right, we got the APU coming up.
Delta. Hold short runway 28 right. United 1898 heavy.
One of the things that Say Intentions did do better than BeyondATC was I did think that their AI traffic, actual like injection and the running of the traffic was smoother. So yeah, BeyondATC must have done something, because they were a little bit more frame heavy, but right now this seems much better. All right, well, we're on Kilo. We're allegedly looking for Alpha 9 and Alpha, so I would assume Alpha 9 has got to be somewhere over there.
United 1898 heavy, cross runway 28 right at Delta Delta. Continue taxi via Delta Delta, Kilo, Sierra Sierra, Kilo.
For what it's worth, I'm surprised that there's not more traffic moving around. I'm kind of surprised. It seems like it's a little... maybe a little sparse? Again, we'll have to do some more testing with this. I mean, maybe 10:30 at Chicago's just kind of... the morning bank is gone, and there's the arrival bank... the late morning arrival bank hasn't started yet. I don't know. But this does seem maybe a little bit low in terms of traffic. Okay, so they want Sierra Sierra, which apparently is this. Oh, you know what? And then they want Alpha 9. So yeah, they want Sierra Sierra, and then apparently just turn on to Sierra Sierra and then take this way. I love looking at my chart and just taxiing in the middle of nowhere. Just, there's no taxiways over here. Okay, so they want Alpha 9, which according to Alpha 9, that's over here. Okay, so it's straight ahead here, and then it's left. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, the APU is on the bus. Or, the APU is available, rather. Talking like it's a 737. For what it's worth, for the visual approach turn they gave me, that was pretty decent. The fact that they turned me basically on the runway heading. I was high as hell, though, so kind of wish that they would have done a better job with that. All things considered, I'm at least happy that they gave me speed restrictions. That's something that they've never done before, so I can clearly tell whatever they've done is working. Hopefully, as we go, it'll become better, but we'll see. So we're going to Charlie 10, which is allegedly right there. Runway turn-off lights. It's going to kill the right engine. I'm going to assume they're setting me to Charlie 10 Whiskey, because that looks like that's what it's lined up for. Alright. Brakes are set. Kill the left engine. Beacon off. Seatbelt sign off. Alright. And shutdown checklist. Parking brake is set. Shutdown checklist complete. All right. Well, there you go. That was a nice one. It was a good little test tonight. I know this was kind of a shorter stream, only about 3 hours. But yeah, I am done, Nathan, for the evening. I'm going to head to bed. I got to get up early for work in the morning. So, but at least wanted to make sure I got on and gave you guys a stream today. Didn't want to not stream. So that is going to do it for me. Appreciate you guys coming out. Thanks for being here. And yeah, we'll see you. Like I said, I'll be on tomorrow night, and I think we're going to be flying the CRJ out of Dallas, going up to Little Rock, and then back to Dallas. That'll be a nice stream for the evening. It will be a little bit later. I do have some stuff going on after work tomorrow, and then I'll be back later on. And yeah, they got to add the double jet bridge, man. I can't believe they haven't figured that out yet. So, anyways, guys, thanks so much for coming out. I got to run. It's pretty late. I got to get to bed. I got to get up early for work in the morning. So, once again, thanks so much for stopping out, guys. And we'll be here tomorrow. See you then.